Well, good morning and welcome back. And yeah, for this session you join me back on the Tar Farm complex at Linear Fisheries. Now originally I wanted to get on to Lake 8 because that's the only lake I haven't fished yet. They did have one peg free, but I didn't fancy it because it was right in the corner, so I switched my attention to Lake 7, which I have fished before, and I did blank, so I needed to set a score on there. But then I had a quick look on Lake 6 as well, which I fished a few times before, hoping to get on peg 11, because last time I fished in peg 2, the guy opposite, which is peg 11, I had a right bumper session, and when I spoke to him at the end of the next day, he's telling me about his spots and what he's up to. But unfortunately that was the only peg taken on the lake, so I decided to come back into peg 5 on Tar Farm 6, which is a lake I should say. It's a peg I have fished before, and I did catch 2 smallest fish out of. I don't know if you've watched that video, but it was just blowing a gale. I nearly lost my bivvy. It was pouring with rain, but I did manage a couple of fish. So I thought I'm going to pop down here and just give this a go. Got 24, 23 hours to see if we can get a bite here. We've got a nice bit of water in front of us, so yeah, I'm going to get the car unpacked, get it set up, and get the rod out and see if I can find myself a nice little spot out there. Yeah, that's the spot. Okay, so prior to this session I had a quick look on Google Earth, just sort of get the distance from this side of the lake to the other, and while I was on there I noticed there looked like a gravel bar out in sort of middle of the lake, and it sort of curves around a little bit. So I used a measurement tool on Google Earth to see sort of what distance that would be at, and I calculated it roughly to be about 15-16 rod lengths out. Probably about 15, yeah, that was probably about my boundary of the water, if I can remember rightly. I did cast out, I was on it, but there was a bit of weed to the right of it where I was casting to, so I brought it in to the left and brought it back a bit to just short of 10 wraps, and it's on a lovely bit of tappy gravel into a lovely bit of real smooth little silt. So yeah, and it sort of probably goes around about another rod length as well. So I'm going to chuck 2 rods on there and get some bait on there, and then I'm going to decide where my 3rd rod's going to be. It'll probably be a margin rod somewhere, so hopefully that might produce a bite, fingers crossed. But yeah, so I'm going to get the rest of the stuff set up, get my rods all clipped up, and get some rigs and get ready and get them out there. Okay then, so I am all rigged and ready for my first 2 rods. Same sort of setup as I've been using in the past, and it's the rigmarole tubing, lead clip system, and the Gemini low-lying Ronnie rig with 50mm, I think it's the Beechlin sweet corn wafter from Hinders on there. I've also incorporated the the shot on the hook, give that another go. And yeah, so I'm going to get these 2 rods out on that spot, get some bait on top of it, and then we'll see about getting the 3rd rod set up and find a little spot for that one as well. Retake that one. Not only didn't hit the clip, I also went a bit too far left as well. I think I've got a lighter, well, I have got a lighter lead on here than my leading rod. So let's give it a little bit more. Oh, that's that one on the spot. Lovely job. Okay then, so ready for the spod mix, and for this session it's going to be sweet corn, some nut 365 stabilised boilers, they're in the sort of 12mm, and I'm going to put some the same Hinders nut 365 feed pellets, and that's it. So I'm going to bang a bit of that out now, and then concentrate on my 3rd rod and see where I'm going to put that one. Okay then, so I've been fishing about 4 or 5 hours now, nothing to report. Bird life's been quite prolific on my spot with the coops. They've been diving and diving and diving, so I feel I might put a little bit more bait out, mainly like the pellet. There's a few bits of sweet corn in there from the leftovers from the last bit of spodding I did. So I've put a bit of the old beetling in with the pellets for a bit of extra added attraction, and I'm going to chuck that out and just top up the area and give that a go. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with all this spodding out, so I'm going to turn it off, get the rest of this bucket mix I've made up, and then sort my third rod out. Okay then, well that is that spod mix chucked out. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. It's quite a chilly little wind on it, but yeah, so change of spod this time. I normally got the Nash dot spod, but the catch on it has been playing up a little bit just lately, so I went out and bought myself the new MIDI X. So it's got the built-in floats built in. I don't know if you can see there. It's got the yeah, so the floats are built into the spawn itself, and yeah, nice bit of kit. So I'm gonna get that third rod set up now, and well, find a spot first, then set the rod up, and then it'd be nice to sit back, chill out, and make a nice hot cup of coffee, because my hands are getting pretty chilly now. Right, let's get our third rod set up. Okay then, that is my third rod all set up. Chuck some of the, you can see at the hinders, nut 365 stabilised boilers out. 2 or 3 pouches of that went out. I forgot to press record to do the first 2, so there's just 1. So I could have done a couple more for the camera, but I didn't want to overfeed it. So that's it, I'm all sorted. Time to get the coffee on, kettle on, have a coffee and just chill out. And it is a bomb site in my bivvy, so I need to sort that out as well. Right, let's get that sorted. Well, as you can see, no rods in the water, and no, it's not because I've got 3 fish. I was laid in bed just warming up, and my left hand rod, 1 toner, jumped out of bed, Swan. The line was round his neck, under his wing. I tried all I could to get him untangled without getting him too close, but he was tying himself up in knots. So I pulled him in with the line, got him to the bank. His mate was hissing like hell, not very happy. But I think the Swan knew I was going to help. See, once I got to the bank, he was very calm. He didn't try pecking me or nothing. So I managed to unravel the line from around his wing, around his neck. And I noticed there was a massive hook and a trailing bit of line in his foot. So yeah, that is one positive about it, because I managed to de-hook him from that, so he's no longer got what looked like a size 6 wide gape hanging from his foot anymore, with about 5 foot of line. So yeah, always get a positive out of a negative, and that's what I would call a positive. But it does mean that I do need to reset all my rods, but it's probably a good time to do it now anyway. I'll refresh the hook baits, get back out on the spot. My lines, I've now swapped my rod rests over, so the tips are probably 12 inches under the surface now, where they were sticking up a bit before. So hopefully that will get rid of that problem of the swans. But yeah, I'm actually feeling quite good that I managed to get a hook out of it. So yeah, right, let's get them rods sorted. 10 wraps. So get these back out. Got new baits on. Lovely job. 2. Right then guys, the fish might not be biting, I certainly am. This roast lamb, roast potatoes, mushy peas looks absolutely delightful, and I really need it. Yeah, as far as the fishing's gone, nothing, not even seen a fish. So hopefully the night brings a bite, or possibly tomorrow morning. I haven't booked on tomorrow for the day, but I possibly got the option to. It depends on whether my son's football match is on or being postponed. So yeah, I'm going to sit back, chill out, eat my food, and I was going to sit and watch a movie on my tablet tonight, but I left that at home, so that's a no-goer. I might have to just slum it and do it on my phone, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It's starting to get a bit dark now, so yeah, I'm going to stuff this down my neck, and if I don't see you during the night with a fish, I'll see you in the morning for an update. Oh yeah, yeah. Do you like the cob cooker? Well, good morning, and a very quiet night, apart from about an hour of torrential rain, and I think some foxes were just up the lane here. Seemed like they were having a bit of a scrap or something early hours of the morning, which is quite noisy. But yeah, no fish, not a sign of a fish, not a bleat, nothing. Yeah, a bit disheartening, but never mind. I suppose that's fishing. I got about, what was it? Yeah, I've got about 3 hours fishing left. Now I could extend it for the day, but it's been confirmed that my son's football team have got a side now because there's a bit short numbers, so it's game on for that. So I'm not gonna extend the day. I'm just gonna go watch my son play his football. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna slowly pack up my bivvy, my bed and everything like that, and leave the rods to the last minute, and just fingers crossed that something might happen in the next couple of hours, or 2 or 3 hours. Not holding my breath, but you never know. Anyway, I'm going to chocolate chip biscuits for breakfast, dunked in my coffee before it goes cold, and then go from there. I'm not going to redo my rods this morning for the sake of a few hours. I'm just going to leave them put. Yeah, I'm just not going to bother doing the rods again, make any disturbance. So, but the coots are on there, so they're enjoying my bait. At least someone's enjoying my bait. Anyway, let's get some biscuits down my neck. There you go. Swan's come over to say another thank you for unhooking the hook from him last night. Bless him. Yeah, quite glad that I managed to get that hook out of him yesterday, and I couldn't have caused him too much distress. He wouldn't have come back this morning to say hello. Well, that is pretty much it, guys. It's I've got just under an hour left now. I've packed up the non-essentials, so I'm gonna say goodbye here, put all the camera kit away, and then I'm gonna bring the car around to the loading bay, start loading all that up, and then just get the rods in quick, and then yeah, I'll be on my way. So yeah, I've enjoyed being out, even though it's a blank. You know, it's just nice to be out. It's what it's all about. And yeah, a new PB Swan for me. So that's one good thing. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm just glad I got that hook out of him. Sort of a bit of a positive. So I don't know when I'm out and about next. Sort of play it by ear, and with the weather and family and work life, and yeah. So, as always, I do appreciate you watching if you got this far, and you know, if you're feeling really generous, give us a like and a subscribe. It all helps, and gives me a bit more motivation to keep on going. And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get sorted because my hands are freezing now, and I'm looking forward to that heater in the car on the way home, and maybe McDonald's. Who knows? Right, take care, guys, and tight lines.